case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for.
In 1997, the case of United States v. Shumway saw Mr. Earl K. Shumway's appeal following his conviction under the Archaeological Resources Protection Act. Evidence indicated that Mr. Shumway had been illegally excavating Anasazi archaeological sites in Utah, removing human remains and a burial blanket with the assistance of a helicopter pilot and a mechanic. An additional point of contention was the introduction of prior illegal acts performed by Mr. Shumway. His defense contested the legality of including such evidence, intending to establish Shumway's identity, knowledge, and intent. However, the court found the evidence admissible under the federal rules of evidence based on the Huddleston test, a four-part criteria applicable in such situations enhancing the complexity of the case. Shumway's sentence was influenced by his activities. Given that the district court elevated his base offense level, a classification based on his perceived knowledge of the vulnerability of his victims, human skeletal remains in this context. The court, however, stated that such victims could not be classified as vulnerable under the guidelines. The case thus saw an appeal by Mr. Shumway, contesting the evidence admissibility and severity of his sentence. In assessing the case, the court agreed with Shumway on one account. The prehistoric human skeletal remains couldn't be considered vulnerable victims. Thus, the sentence was remanded for resentencing without this particular enhancement. Nonetheless, the court upheld its decision to enhance Shumway's offense level by 2 points for obstruction of justice. Remarkably, the court justified the deviation from the guidelines, raising Shumway's criminal history category to I-VOI. The court reasoned that the departure was reasonable based on Shumway's own admission to repeated illegal excavation and pillage of archaeological sites. The court's stance on the district court's departure from the guidelines, viewed through the lens of USSG Section 4A1, 3 PS, and the consideration of various factors under 18 U.S.C. Section 3553A marked a profound development. The case was subsequently remanded for a revised sentencing.
Case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for. Visit lsd.law, elevate your mind. Leave the stress of class.